Arn thought today she was going to marry a man she had never met before. People were so happy that she was from the Western Empire. He was so beautiful. Arn was still thinking that this was the first time she had seen the face of her beloved husband. The Grand Duke introduced himself. Arn thought, he and she. Don't tell me he is her fiancé. This is completely a joke. The beginning of this twisted relationship started from that day, 3 months ago at the Western Empire banquet. Arn thought it was so boring. Today was the imperial banquet anyway. But she didn't care and even drank with the knights all night. She just thought she would not come to this place. But her mother said if she didn't come to the banquet today, not to go home. All right, just get the emperor's snow stamp and leave. Then she heard the voices of noble ladies chatting that Princess Arn had not come again. The Duchess was looking for her, and she looked angry because she had told the princess to come, but she had not. She wondered what Princess Arn should do. She was endangered this time. Arn thought if her mother caught her, she would be in hell. She should come to the emperor now. If her mother came, His Majesty would protect her. The emperor was now on the 3rd floor. The next moment, Arn thought, damn it, there is a person here. Who is he? This man. No, it's not time. Suddenly, she jumped away. Knights came and asked, Sir, just now was there anything? The Duke replied, there is nothing. It's just a cute wild cat. On the other hand, Arn thought, who is that man? It has nothing to do with me. There was no one in the hall, which was so annoying. Just hurry up. There was a mask that didn't belong to anyone. Very nice. It really didn't belong to anyone. The lady were asking, where is her mask? Arn thought, so he is the emperor of the Western Empire, and he is also my uncle. Damn it. Mom is here. Rosalia spoke. Long time no see. You did not see her daughter. I did say if she did not come, she will kill her. Arn thought, I am doomed. Running away is the best scheme. Why does she keep following me? At that moment, Rosalia spoke. Who is that young lady? Wait, Arn thought. Mommy, she did not see me. She did not see me. Rosalia said she thought she had to go over there. Arn thought, if it's just like this, I will be caught. The Grand Duke spoke. His lost cat, Arn stated. The man at the balcony, Rosalia asked. She is sorry. She did not know there was someone here. The Duke replied, it's okay. His dance partner is a bit shy. Rosalia spoke. She wishes he is having a good time. After that, Arn thought, by the way, dance partner, a bit shy. The Duke asked, have she found what she was looking for? Arn also asked, what do you want? The Duke replied, he is an uninvited guest. Arn spoke. It's so hard to explain. Why did he do that even though he is an uninvited guest? The Duke replied, it's because it will be interesting. Arn thought, this man, I don't know him. Is he a foreigner? The Duke stated. Now he will call her a wild cat. Arn thought, after all, what is this exciting feeling? How annoying. What should I do? Then she spoke. First, thanks for helping me. If we meet again, I will repay this favor. Just take this. Now I will go first. A person came and asked, Sir, what is that? The Duke replied, it's like a reward from a cat. The person thought, what is going on? Is he smiling now? Then he said, the Emperor of the Western Empire is calling you. The Duke thought, compared to the north where I was born, the amount and quality of resources here are much better, but it could only be achieved thanks to the Sword Master, the protector of the Western Empire. There was only one person among 100 people who could get enough qualifications to be a sword master in history. Most of them were from the Western Empire. It's always the Western Empire. He has saved his home country from the threat of being destroyed. The Grand Sword Master, the one I admired so much. I want to meet him right now. The Emperor asked, do you want to meet the Great Sword Master? That person, even if he calls, he will never show up. Then the Emperor thought, if Arn is known in other countries as the Great Sword Master, I think the Duchess will get angry because her daughter is preventing her own marriage. The Duke saw Arn's mother dragging her and thought, she finally got caught. The Emperor asked, all right, Let's talk about the marriage between our nations. Have you seen any lady that you like? Just tell me which lady is okay. The Duke replied, I don't know, then thought, no matter who she is, she just needs to have all the suitable qualifications. If she is an interesting person, it will be better. Then he stated, the lady who owns this, I will marry her. The emperor was shocked and thought, isn't this Arn's? The swordsmen are considered the symbol of the Western Empire, the heroes of the empire, the leaders of the Gold Dragon, and those who hold high prestige. Lady Arn Brilkt, people love her clan. Rosalia spoke, prepare to get married. Is she listening to me? Arn thought about the window, but she couldn't jump. Rosalia continued, does she know Cassian? He is looking for a wife, as are many other people at the festival. Every girl her age is married. Love is wonderful. Arn thought she only needed love from her. Rosalia asked, does she know what they call her? Arn replied, the leader of the Gold Dragon, the hero of the empire. Rosalia replied, no. Arn stated, the mad dog. It sounds cool. Rosalia spoke, not just any mad dog, but the empire's mad dog. Arn replied, leave it to be mother. The next moment, her mother taught her a lesson. The hero of the empire made her mother upset. Her mother spoke, she just wants her to have a husband. Arn spoke, what's happiness to a woman? Isn't everyone different from each other? Rosalia replied, if she feels happy, just live as she wants, but she needs to try it tomorrow. Actually, her marriage has been decided. Arn replied, what? Who is he? Rosalia spoke, Archduke Ternugan, Cassian in the Northern Empire. Arn stated, what? Someone from the outside, marrying a stranger. No, she doesn't want it. Why would she marry a man that she doesn't even know? Rosalia stated, but the marriage is already arranged. There is nothing she can do about it. Just try and get to know him. How does she know that they are not right for each other? She might fall in love. Wouldn't it be fun if the two of them held hands? Arn shouted, stop. She doesn't want to meet anyone. She won't get married, not ever. On the first day, Rosalia spoke, she thinks it's a perfect marriage. On day 2, Rosalia continued, he comes from a great family and has all the good attributes. On day 3, just take her last request. Arn shouted, please stop it. The next day, Arn thought about marrying a stranger, getting married outside of home. She thought, she would live in peace even if she stayed single. Her mother will keep talking about it if she doesn't go. But she can make him reject her. It's too easy, dear mother. Is she staying with her today? Rosalia replied, of course, her father will also come as their secretary. Arn thought, does that mean she can't do as she planned? But there is always a way. She can escape from here. Rosalia thought, where has she gone? Arn thought, what should she do now? A horse carriage. Now she was in luck. Goodbye, mother. What is he doing here? The Duke spoke, we meet again. Wild cat. Rosalia shouted, stay right there. The next moment, Arn was in the carriage and spoke, she wants to ask him something. Can he tell her his destination? The Duke asked, is she running from a political marriage? She can use him if it pleases her. Arn thought, use him, this person. Why does he want to help her? Does he know who she is? Does he want something from her? The Duke spoke, don't worry, he doesn't expect much. Arn thought, maybe he really wants to help, she just needs to be careful. Then she spoke, she will use him, good cooperation, so please be her boyfriend. Just for today, the Duke replied, he would be glad to. After some time, Arn asked, where are they going? The Duke replied, they are going at inn. Arn asked, what? Why there? The Duke told her, isn't he her boyfriend? Shouldn't they let others know that he is her boyfriend? Then her marriage will be cancelled. Arn thought, that makes sense. That's true. The person who wants to become her husband will back off if he hears about this. In the next scene, the Duke stated, this is a very famous dessert place. Ladies were mumbling. Look over there. Wow, it is a noble. He is so handsome. Who is that with him? Is it his girlfriend? No way, it can't be. Let's go there and ask. The Duke spoke, lady, she has cream all over her mouth. Is it that good? It does taste good. The other ladies spoke. Wow, so sweet. It must be his girlfriend, Arn thought. What, this crazy dude? After that, Arn spoke. Thank you very much for today, the Duke replied. He is really happy to help her. Arn thought it was more interesting than she thought. She is better than anyone else. If there is a rumor that she is with another man, yes, marriage is a war, Arn spoke. Thanks for helping her, she will repay him properly. The Duke replied, he has lots of favors to repay her, but she still doesn't want to get married. Still doesn't like any candidatum, Arn stated. Well, she is just doing odd things for her parents. Then she remembered she was finding advice from a married personam. A lady told her about the Grand Duke of the Northern Empire. If so, she has gotten married once, but she has not gotten married yet. There must be an issue. If there was no lack, it would be saving. The next day, rumors spread that Arn has a really handsome boyfriend so Arn knows that the marriage will be broken. Rosalia spoke. She really admires her determination when going to see another man when she is about to get married. She doesn't mind if Arn will get married to her lover, even if she really loves him. The Grand Duke doesn't care about those rumors. He is a good man. This mother doesn't want something big. She doesn't care which man Arn is going to marry. Arn thought, no, so if it did not work, the only answer would be a frontal attack. Then she shouted, absolutely never, she won't get married. Rosalia replied, 3 months, get married in 3 months. If she doesn't please her partner, she can divorce and come back, Arn thought. Divorce. Rosalia continued, on the contrary, this is a condition so that she can minimize her anger and live a quiet life. If she still doesn't like it after trying her best, she won't ask her to get married. Arn thought, 3 months, she can't endure it, Rosalia stated. Never kill or kidnap, or even make it explode. Arn replied, she is not confident about that, but she got it. Then thought she will kill him and return. After some days, the news of Arn's marriage shocked the Western Empire. Knights asked, Lady Arn going abroad is a huge military loss. The emperor stated, in particular, he will give Arn the title of princess and she will receive the best possible treatment in the Northern Empire. She is the Western Empire's future. Arn thought, it's too much, uncle, so boring. On the other hand, in the Northern Empire, noble ladies are not happy with this decision, because the Grand Duke was the son of a farmer emperor, and was ranked second in the current line of succession to the throne. The man wants to beat the crown prince by getting married. The position of the Grand Duchess that every girl desires has disappeared. The wind blows strongly in the Northern Empire. Cassian is still calm, then asks, so isn't there another story? Then thought in that moment, the attitude of the emperor had changed. Was it just his feeling? JD replied, there is still one thing that makes him concerned. Duke Brilkt has a child who made a big deal. His nickname is Mad Dog. Maybe it's all due to this Mad Dog that it was hard to find any information about Duke Brilkt. The Duke asked, after all, what is he talking about? JD replied, he said if someone said something wrong, he would hit that man to death. The Duke thought he couldn't believe that man has such a cruel family, that's why she is at leisure. JD told him the flying boat was going to come. The Duke thought he had to go. If he sees her again, he is sure she will make a lovely expression. The nanny spoke, Princess, the flying boat is going to land. She can't kill that man. She can't use her sword every time. She must smile, speak with a lovely voice, and be graceful and elegant. Arn thought, what does the nanny think about her? The nanny continued, they have arrived, please get off. The Duke stated, welcome, Princess, he has been waiting for her. He is Grand Duke Ternuzan Cassian. The princess thought, they will see each other again. He is the Grand Duke, who is trying to be against her. Arn spoke, they will return. The Duke came and said she doesn't have a duty to repay him. Arn glanced at him with a killer look. The nanny shouted, be careful, His Majesty, the princess is fragile. Please treat her like glass. Arn thought, what is she talking about? The next day, maids were shouting everywhere, Her Highness, where has she gone to? They told her not to wander around. Where did she go? It's so sunny outside, her glassy white skin will be ruined. Arn thought, how did she end up like this? The Duke thought, how the hell did she get up there? It really feels like he is adopting a cat, not a wife. Arn thought, did she get caught just now? She sensed something and swore someone was watching her from up there. Let's get down first. They finally left. The Duke asked, who left? Arn asked, how long has he been standing there? The Duke replied, from just now. Arn thought, why was there no sign of him approaching? Did he see her jump down from the tree? The Duke asked, does she like him that much? She looked at him with such a penetrating gaze. She seemed to like his face. Arn replied, does she mean that? The Duke thought it was really fun to tease her, then asked, how does she feel after meeting a marriage partner, who she thought would not turn out perfect? Arn replied, it's not as bad as she thought, then thought, looks like he doesn't have one. Should she ask him if he has a mistress? The Duke asked, is she thinking of something else in front of him? Arn spoke. Where the hell did he learn such cheesy phrases, and they are not even married yet? The Duke stated, it will happen soon. It's too late for her to run away. On the other hand, the happenings in the Turunyan castle were more boisterous than ever before. There was only one reason for that. It was due to the fact that today is the Turunyan castle owner's wedding day. The nanny spoke, Lady Arn is actually getting married, if only the Duchess was seeing this. Arn stated, Nanny is saying that as if mother is dead, she is alive. Rosalia spoke, yes, she is still very much alive. It would have been nice if she could show up for her wedding in person. Arn replied, she is watching her wedding through the crystal ball anyways. Rosalia told her, His Majesty is also going to be present at her wedding today. Arn thought, she is going to get divorced anyway. How is she going to deal with the aftermath? Now she is fully ready for the wedding ceremony. Arn thought, she can't believe she has to do this even though she doesn't want this marriage. Did she just live with a loveless marriage like this? Rosalia stated, her daughter has always been pretty, but she shines more magnificently now that she is all dressed up. Congratulations on having a new family. Arn thought, she can't believe mother is laughing like that. All right. Firstly, this is about making her mother happy. Then, at the wedding hall, the bride and groom are coming through. Arn thought, is this the right choice? No matter how hard she thinks about it, she is getting married. The priest asked, does the bride swear to love the groom forever? Arn thought, forever. Is it okay to take a false oath like this? Then replied, she does. After that, the priest said, well then, the two of them may kiss, thereby vowing eternal love. The Duke spoke, if she wants to quit, run away now. This is her last chance. Arn replied. He said it was too late to escape. Arn stated, yes, it's already too late. Then they started kissing each other. After kissing, Arn thought she was out of breath. This marriage is doomed. She will either be killed or eaten. In the next scene, the maid spoke, lady, get some rest. They can't overtire ladies' feet anymore. Arn thought, she is not weak. Is it okay for her to be like this? By the way, the kiss from before. No. What is she thinking? Let's forget about that kiss. Wow. What is better than she thought? She can rest comfortably now. So much has happened today. The maid spoke. They will be taking their leave then. Have a good night. Arn thought. Good night all of a sudden. The first night, she knew it. She can't stay still like this. She doesn't want to be the woman who killed her husband on her first night of marriage. There is an escape. She thought it is possible to escape that way. The Duke asked, now what is she doing up there? Arn thought she got caught again. The Duke again asked, what is she doing? Arn thought, should she faint, or should she just be honest? Then she spoke, she just wanted to get some fresh air. The Duke asked, in this hour, on the windowsill, perhaps you were trying to die. Arn thought, what is he talking about? Would she die if she fell from here? Then she told him, of course not, and thought, let's just let him misunderstand. She can't tell him that she just wanted to avoid the first night. The Duke stated, please take care of your health. Arn thought, what should she do? She has to spend her first night with this guy. Is she going to be the wife who killed her husband on the first night? The Duke thought he knew she was like glass, but he did not know she was mentally ill enough to attempt suicide. Then the Duke picked her up. Arn thought, she can't do it. The first night with a guy she doesn't even know. What should she do? After that, Arn thought, right now, what is going on? The Duke said, she must be very tired, so get some sleep. Arn thought, just go to sleep. But it's their first night, is this really okay? The Duke stated, don't think about anything, have a good night. After the Duke left, Arn thought it worked out the way she wanted, but she felt like she was being treated like a child. She felt offended. Why the hell does she feel like this? On the other hand, for the nobles, marriage is just a tool. It only has one goal, which is family prosperity. This is the culture of marriage. Therefore, many people thought that the marriage of the Grand Duke would be that kind of marriage. Until they saw the two of them at the wedding banquet, noble ladies chatted. Did they see that? The way the Grand Duke looks at the Grand Duchess, it's sweet like dripping honey. The noblemen spoke to each other. The maids of the Grand Duke are overprotective. An unusual situation like this. The absence of the Grand Duchess at the wedding banquet makes no sense. This kind of situation causes the misunderstanding to be deepened. But the reality is, Arn was sleeping in the tree. JD thought, what the hell is he doing? No way, is he really in love? The Duke asked, what does it mean for a new bride to attempt suicide on her first night? JD replied, he is not sure. But maybe it could mean that she hates the marriage so much she wants to die. The Duke spoke, of course, that's the only possible reason. JD told him, yesterday, the second friends asked him to deliver this invitation. When is he going to greet His Majesty? The Duke replied, very soon. In the next scene, Rosalia asked, did she like it? It's a good time for everyone. Arn thought, this magic ball, she will destroy it soon, by any means. Rosalia told her, there is a riot happening. The Golden Dragon Knights went on strike to ask for her return. His Majesty asked her to tell Arn to stop them. Some of them have already cut contact. His Majesty was very disappointed and sad. She also did not answer his call. Arn replied, if he can't reach her, he can call Uncle Sarno. Rosalia spoke. She heard Arn has not even met Duke Sarno yet. Arn replied, it's because she is a little busy, then thought, she can't say that she is actually too lazy to meet him. By the way, those guys are on strike. Then she thought, actually, they are saying what? Lady Arn is getting married. How about him as her husband? Then she thought, it must be like that, right, she will never forget them. A maid told her, His Highness has sent her a present. Arn wondered, what is he doing? Does he misunderstand that she tried to kill herself? Suddenly, Arn felt like she just saw something over there. Why is he coming out of there? Craven should be in the Western Empire. Why is he here? She did not even invite him to the wedding ceremony in order to hide the knights, so why the hell is he here? She is just seeing things. Right, no, it really is Craven. First thing first, she has to chase him away before the people here notice him. Then she whispers, why is he here? Leave immediately. Craven replies, he doesn't want to. Arn thinks, he doesn't want to. Then she will have to chase him away herself. Suddenly, she feels strong energy from behind her. Who the hell is it? She forgot she is wearing a dress. She is going to fall. The Duke asks if she is all right. Arn thought she really was not mistaken. She has not been able to sense this guy ever since the last time. Could he also be a powerful individual? Then does he also know that she is a sword master? A master can recognize another master, after all. The Duke thought she is like a cat whose fur is bristling, then asks what she was doing. Arn replies, she was not doing anything. Moreover, what is he doing here? The Duke asks if she liked his gift. Arn replies, those things, she loves them, then thought he won't suspect anything if she does this much. The Duke thought she has no interest in the gifts. Then he saw someone hiding behind her. Rosalia's voice came. She is looking at her son-in-law's face right now. The Duke introduces himself. Rosalia continues, goodness, her son-in-law is so handsome. The Duke replies, having seen her now, Arn is just as beautiful as her mother-in-law. Suddenly, Arn thought, This won't do. She will have to turn it off. She should get rid of this crystal ball. Then she speaks. Forgive her, the Duke replies. No. It's all right, her mother is very cheerful. Arn thought she should change the topic and asks, why is he here? Isn't he supposed to be working right now? The Duke asks if she is feeling any better. Arn thought because of yesterday. How does she resolve this misunderstanding? The Duke asks, did she hate the idea of marrying him that much? He will help her, so won't she tell him why she did that yesterday? Arn thought, what should she do if she tells him the truth? No, there is nothing more embarrassing than that, Arn stated. Yesterday's incident was really nothing, so please don't mind it. The Duke replies, he doesn't mind waiting, so if she ever feels like that, she can feel free to talk to him about it anytime, then he will get going. Arn thought this is crazy. Should she just tell him the truth and speak? Wait. That night, during their first night, she was really scared. That was why she planned on running away. Then she thought she is not lying. She was scared that her husband would kill her on her first night. The Duke speaks. Their first night was scary, and so she planned on running away. Then starts laughing and asks, that was all. He can't believe how cute she is. Look, if she didn't want it, he would not have even lifted a finger. Arn asks, what, really? The Duke replies, of course, that's a secret between them. Arn thought he was like that back then. This guy always offers something somewhat suspicious. He even acts like a powerful individual. She has to learn more about this guy. Then speaks, that's great. After some time, Duke thought she did not seem like the type to get scared like that. JD thought, why is he suddenly laughing like that? Has he really gone crazy? The Duke stated, he thinks there is a rat hiding in the palace, find it and kill it. On the other hand, the head maid asked, who did this? It's strange. Wasn't it enchanted with strengthening magic? An average person would not have been able to break it. Who was watching over the magic sphere? Come out and take responsibility right this instant. Arn thought her mind was at ease. She had smashed that annoying magic sphere right when nobody was looking. Suddenly, a maid spoke. Please forgive her, she was the one in charge. She should have paid closer attention. She is sorry. The head maid stated, she could not pay for this magic sphere even if she was to work in this palace for 10 years, to break such a valuable object. Arn asked, what will happen to that maid? Nanny replied, she will be driven out. Since she broke something valuable, she will have to repay her debt, and since she made such a grave mistake, no other family would hire her. Simply put, that maid's life is over. Arn thought, this won't do. She is the one who caused this, so she should resolve it somehow, and asked, what is happening here? The head maid replied, Her Highness need not concern herself with this matter. Arn stated, it happened within her palace, yet she is saying it is not of her concern. Nanny thought, her palace. She thought the lady was not attached to this palace. She has to relay this to the Duchess. Arn continued, actually, she already knew that the magic sphere was broken, even if she did not want to know. Why is the head maid causing such a ruckus that she happened to overhear? It's not a big deal, so just end it here. Maids thought, so merciful. The head maid asked, would it really be okay to just sweep it under the rug like this? Arn replied, it's natural for people to make mistakes. Besides, they can just buy another magic sphere. This matter ends here. Everyone get to work. A maid spoke, please accept her allegiance. She is her savior. Arn thought, actually, she was the one who broke the magic sphere in the first place. Rosalia said, don't worry, she knew something like this would happen, so she sent plenty of her magic spheres. Arn thought, then did she do that for nothing? After some time, Arn asked Craven, what the hell is he doing here, and what is he wearing? Craven replied, just a disguise. Arn asked, as a maid. Craven replied, yes. Arn thought, should she kill him, and asked, did anyone see him? Craven replied, of course. Infiltration and disguise are his specialties. He wrote his resignation letter and came here. Arn asked, what? Why? Craven replied, because he should be beside their commander. Arn thought, just ignore him. Craven continued. Did she forget that battle where she saved his life? What kind of marriage is this in the first place? It looks like she is pretending to be frail. Give him back his cool commander. Arn thought. So noisy. Please shut up, Craven asked. Please let him stay here. Even as a maid, he will do his job well. They are very close. Then Duke came and asked, what is happening here, wife? Arn thought. Why is he here? When did he even arrive? Then she spoke. This person is, she thought again. What should she make up? Duke said. This is his first time seeing this maid. She does not look like a maid from the ducal palace. Arn replied. She is a maid I brought from the Western Empire, and thought, he sees him as a maid. Duke spoke, so that's how it is. Craven stated, well then, your highness, she will be taking her leave. After that, Craven thought, as expected, he did not see through his disguise. But what is this disparity? Is he seeing things? On the other hand, Arn thought his expression did not look good, then asked, is he mad? Somehow she thinks he is mad. Duke asked, were you having a secret conversation with that maid? Arn replied, no way. Duke stated, then he trust her. Arn again asked, but did that maid seem normal to you? Didn't she seem quite muscular and manly? Duke replied, it's rude to doubt someone's gender purely based on their outer appearance. Arn thought, no way. Did his disguise actually work? Duke said, he have thought about this for a while, but her eyes look beautiful when she is in deep thought. Arn replied, really? Other people say they are scary, like killer eyes. Duke spoke, why would he lie? He mean it. Arn spoke, ominous crimson eyes of a killer, Rulgos's executor. She has always been regarded as a cursed monster due to her bloodshot crimson eyes. Everyone has always been scared to look her in the eye ever since she was a child. A lot of people say she is the family curse. Usually, only one person in each generation is born with these eyes. Both her grandfather and uncle are swordmasters with crimson eyes. Duke asked, is her uncle the one who caught the apocalyptic dragon that had awoken 30 years ago and ended the 10-year-long war with the Eastern Union? Arn replied, yes, and thought, it's true that uncle is a dragon slayer, but why are they saying he ended the war with the Eastern Union? Then she spoke, uncle is a good person, and thought, why is he smiling? Duke told her, please call him dear. Arn replied, what, all of a sudden? And thought, she has never even said that word in her entire life. Duke spoke, he will call his wife by her name from now on. So please call him by his name or dear, Arn stated, Cassian. Duke replied, yes, good job. After some time, Duke thought, judging from Arn's reactions, he doesn't seem to be anyone dangerous. Should they just catch and interrogate him later? Next scene, Craven asked, did she call for him, Commander? Arn thought, it's been 2 days since he has had that appearance. Surprisingly, no one has commented on it. Are her eyes the strange ones? Then she asked, explain how this happened. Craven replied, after the commander left to get married, the Golden Dragon Knights caused an uproar. After all, the Golden Dragon Knights move as one mind and body. Then he started telling the story, and at the end, he said, so he immediately handed in my resignation letter. Arn thought, and here she thought he was normal. Should she have just told them that this is just a 3-month-long marriage? Then she spoke, good. He did not say that in such a cheerful manner. Craven suddenly thought, there is a maid watching. Arn thought, how long has she been there? Craven spoke, it seems like the maid who is staring at us is annoying the commander. He will deal with her. Arn asked, what is he going to do? Craven opened the door and stated, her highness has already accepted her allegiance. Please pledge your allegiance during her work time. The maid started running away and said, her highness is so mean. Craven asked, how is that? Did he do a good job? Arn thought she should really have him leave with Uncle Sarno. The next day, Craven spoke, please accept this, she have served. Arn replied, she want to be alone. Can't he just go? Craven said, she is heading to the capital soon, so she will need a maid like her. Arn thought, there is one rule every married noble must follow unconditionally. and that is to obtain the approval of His Majesty the Emperor. As Emperor, he presides over possible conflicts within families, although it is more used to announce property inheritance of the nobility. Well, in this day and age, it's just for formality's sake. Other maids came and asked, "Candy, please have a moment to speak with her." Arn thought, those eyes, they probably found out he is a man. It would be weird if they haven't yet. Arn spoke, "Hold on. What actually happened first that, suddenly, a maid said, 'Her Highness is too much. We were with Her Highness first. It breaks our hearts that she has suddenly gotten close to that maid.'" Arn thought. Then all of this was jealousy because it looked like she was close to Craven. She spoke. "I think they are misunderstanding. It's not favoritism. She like all of them." All the maids were so happy. After some days, departure to the capital, Duke stated, "She will just be going to give her greetings, don't be nervous." Then he kissed her hand and spoke. He won't be able to see her for a while. He will get going after he have settled his work here. He will catch up as soon as he can. Then they started kissing. Duke continued, "Even if she miss him, please be content with this for now." After some time, Craven spoke. "Duke, he is here." Duke replied, "Yes, finally, he have some company." In the carriage, Nanny asked, "Sir Craven is very sincere, isn't he?" Arn replied, "It's because of that spirit that he became the vice commander of the knights." Arn thought, now that she think about it, this is her first time traveling in a carriage. She have always ridden a horse. It's quite nice to see the surroundings like this. Why does she feel a bit disappointed? No. What is she thinking about? She keep having weird thoughts. It's because she is not used to this calmness. She is sure that's why she is having these absurd thoughts. Suddenly, Arn thought, it's an ambush. Craven shouted, "Protect the carriage, protect His Grace and Her Highness, everyone. Get into defensive formation." He thought, no way, how could this happen? As soon as we arrive at the Northern Empire. On the other hand, Duke thought, something is wrong. The pieces are becoming tangled. Knights, what could this mean? Suddenly, Butler came and spoke, "Your Highness, he have received an urgent message. The Archduchess was ambushed." Back on Arn's side, she thought, it's a smoke bomb. Everyone is in danger. A maid spoke, "She will protect her," and Arn replied, "Erica, please forgive her," then hit her back. A knight spoke, "Your Highness, it's still dangerous to come." Arn slapped him and said, "It'll just be for a little while, now it's nevermore." On the other hand, JD spoke, "Your Highness, he will get injured. Please slow down." Duke thought, Arn, please be unharmed. Why is he feeling anxious? This is not like him. Is it because he feel like he will lose a useful pawn that he have carefully earned, or is it due to a different reason? He don't know. Next scene, Craven thought, these are legendary swords passed down by the Rulgosa family. Between the two swords, the one that swallows every soul is the notorious sword, Nevermore. Arn started reacting, killing one by one. Craven thought, with that sword, they could turn the tide of this battle in a single breath. Our commander is truly amazing. Arn spoke. He blocked it. The other person thought, who the hell is this woman? I've got to escape. Arn said. However, she can't let him live. Then thought, so all of them are dead. The sword spoke. Goodness. It's their young contractor. What can I do when she calls me so suddenly? It's been a long time since I was last called. So hard on me. Arn thought, so noisy. The sword said, don't send me back. Craven stated, Commander, she did not spare a single person, so now we can't determine who sent them. Arn replied, if they have any business with us, they will attack again. Suddenly, knights came and asked, Your Highness, is she unharmed? Since she is outside, she was almost kidnapped. Arn thought, what should she say? Duke came, and Arn thought, his expression is dark. Duke hugged her, then spoke, I am glad I followed out of caution. Are you hurt anywhere? Arn replied, no, I am all right. Duke asked, her face is stained with blood. Who did this? Arn thought, what do she say? She can't say I did it. Duke Sarno spoke, He will explain everything, the one who saved Arn from almost getting kidnapped, as well as the one who annihilated the enemies. It was all thanks to Sir Craven, our hero. Craven thought, what? Arn also spoke, right, everything was done by him. Duke asked, all of this is because of that man. Craven tried to say, actually. Then he looked at Arn. Her expression was saying that if he didn't go along with it, she would kill him immediately. Craven continued, all done by me. In contrast, in the northern imperial capital, nobles were chatting. Did the two meet by chance and fall in love? The other replied. It is said that His Highness the Grand Duke fell in love with her at first sight, so he confessed. Another asked, what about Lady Haley? The reply came, just like a dog chasing a chicken. Of course, whatever the case, how will he react about the marriage of those two? Next scene, Arn spoke. The mansion of the Archduke is really big. Duke was feeling concerned for her, so he ended up following along. Butler came and introduced himself. Duke stated, this is the butler of the mansion. If it's okay, would she like to take a walk around the mansion with him to clear his mind? At the same time in the northern palace, Duke thought, a few hours ago, he asked, but it seems that the raiders are no ordinary type, is he okay? Duke Cassian replied, yes, he is fine, he already knew who did this. Please don't worry. That's why he won't let anything happen to her. Is it the right thing to entrust Arn's safety to this guy? Duke thought, maybe she got caught up in some great conspiracy and became a sacrifice. Who is he worrying about now? She is a kid who will kill them all and come back if need be. So it's quite right that she suffers in the marriage. A servant came and said, His Majesty has granted him permission to enter the audience. Please go this way. Duke stated, what luck. He was so worried that he would be kicked out. Then he thought, let's get to work, and told himself he can't go empty-handed when he visits His Majesty of the Northern Empire. He thought, this bribe is just to show that he is asking them to take good care of Arn. At the same time, it is a serious warning that if they dare to touch Arn, he won't let it go. On the other hand, Arn thought, finally, a break, now she can get some rest. Then she thought it seemed like she couldn't have it, and asked, why is he here? Craven replied, to be by her side. Arn asked, he doesn't disguise himself as a maid this time. Craven asked, do she feel sorry for that? She don't need to pretend. Or by the way, your husband, if he is so handsome, there is no shortage of good things. Why did he marry her? Arn replied. Shut up. She want to know that too. Suddenly Arn asked, who is it? Duke replied, it's him. Both of them were shocked. Duke asked, can he come in? Craven thought, what should he do? How about he gets to hiding? Arn said, there is no need since she is going to live here until the end of this year, and then said, come in. Duke said, this person, Arn stated, Uncle Sarno had something that needed to be delivered to her, but he had to go, so he told this person to pass it on. Duke replied, so that's how it is. Arn asked, but what is the matter for him to come here? Craven thought, that cold expression again. Duke replied, he came here to tell her about her schedule for tomorrow because he missed her. That's why. Arn thought, how can he say such embarrassing things out loud? Nanny came and said, Madam, your bath has been prepared. Is she interrupting her? Arn replied, not at all. She will get going immediately, and thought, right timing, then said, she will go to bathe and return later. Duke replied, yes, just do as she say. Craven said, then he will excuse himself. Duke stated, wait a minute, then spent a little time having a conversation with him. Craven thought, don't say that. He has discovered his two identities. Smiling can make them happy. But it seems like this person doesn't believe that lie. Craven asked, what do he intend to say that I have to spend time? Then thought, if his identity was blown up, Duke stated, he has something to ask. What is his true identity? Craven thought, of course, the fact that he has handled everything is too absurd. Duke continued, actually, he is guessing his identity. He might have realized that there are things that he is curious about his true identity. What kind of relationship do he and Arn have? Craven thought, what kind of relationship do he and the commander have, then replied, it is a close relationship that is not easy to explain, although he is not hiding it. He is sorry he can't tell him in advance. It's just that letting Madame go so far away from home makes him very nervous, that's why he followed her. Craven thought, did he say it's like a love relationship, then said, the truth is just. Duke asked, is he a sword user? Craven asked, how did he know, and thought, what the hell is that again? Duke replied, the handling of all the bad guys who ambushed the carriage. No matter how I think about it, the only person who can do that can only be a swordsman. Craven thought, well, it's true that the commander is a sword user, but Duke continued, he must be worried that his grandchild has to go to her husband's house, so he followed her here. In short, welcome to the Northern Empire. Craven thought, granddaughter, he thinks Duke mistook him for Mr. Gerhon, Arn's other uncle, Duke told him, so please rest comfortably. Craven replied, yes, and thought, although he is thankful for the misunderstanding, is it okay if he stays like this? Next scene, Arn asked, so he behaved like her uncle, now is a good opportunity, hurry and go home. Craven replied, don't wanna. Arn said, but looking back, he looks like uncle. Craven asked, really, which part of him is like sir? Arn replied, ill manners, then thought she would have to make him look like her uncle in terms of appearance. Uncle has a sword more famous than himself, that is the dragon-slaying sword. There was only one thing that could replace the majesty of that dragon-slaying sword. Arn said come out. Evermore, Craven thought, wow, as a pair with the Nevermore sword, Evermore, born of light, is said to lead lost souls on the battlefield to the heroic paradise, the holy sword. As expected, when she wields this sword, she is at her coolest. The sword asked, why did she call me out until now, master? Could it be that her feelings for me have cooled off? Clearly, when she made a contract with me, she said that she would treasure me. Arn said, there is this thing you have to do for her, that's a job no one else can do but you. The sword replied, she has finally seen the outstanding ability I have, all right, say it. Say what kind of work is so special and mighty that only I can do. Craven was just looking at both of them, Arn said, stay with him for a little while and pretend to be Levienti for her. The sword said, what? She told me to imitate that lowly dragon-slaying sword, how could she do that to me? She cannot touch my precious body. Craven spoke, he will wholeheartedly serve you, Sir Evermore, every morning, noon, afternoon, and night he will polish you to the point of dazzling. Arn said, that guy is really good at cleaning. The sword replied, all right then, I will agree, if he doesn't make me shine, I will send him back to the king of hell. Craven replied, thanks. Arn thought it's good that it's easy to pretend to be Levi. The next day Arn thought, all in all, it's been solved, now she is getting used to wearing skirts. Duke came and grabbed her, saying she is blinding him now. Arn thought, why is her heart beating so fast? Then she told him, it's getting late. Let's hurry. After some time, Arn thought, wow, much bigger and seems more powerful than the Western Empire, there is so much to see. Emperor Butler came and spoke. Is there anything for him to come to the palace? Duke replied. Sounds like he has been to a place he is not supposed to be. Butler said, how dare I? No, it's not. Duke spoke. He has come to see His Majesty, Butler replied. His Majesty is quite upset right now, so I guess you must wait a little longer. In the palace, the Crown Prince remembered. Emperor shouted, do he know how noisy it is around the second prince in line? Mackenzie has been. Can he realize that he is a Crown Prince? Wake up, pathetic bastard. Crown Prince thought it sickening to be called pathetic all day long. Butler told him, please calm down. He can't do that here. It will come to His Majesty's ears. Prince replied, let him listen. Who is afraid anyway? Butler spoke. Grand Duke Ternugan is here. Prince asked, really? Brother Cassian said he would not be able to come to Grumium for a while because he was busy with work. Why did he come here now? Butler replied, he got married recently. Don't say that the prince forgot that. Prince said, of course, he remembered the wedding ceremony that only Mackenzie could attend. That idiot does not know the difference between what should and should not be done. At that time, if Hay was not sick, he would have joined. What a shame. On the other hand, Duke thought the emperor was not comfortable. It must have been really annoying. As far as he knows, after seeing off Uncle Sereno, he disguised himself to threaten with bribes. Despite ambushing Arn's carriage, don't think it was thanks to the sword user that she survived. Indeed, the one with the highest ability is the crown prince. That's interesting. Arn thought, why was he smiling? Then she asked, when can they see His Majesty? It's been 4 hours. Duke replied, His Majesty seems to be very upset. The garden is quite beautiful. What does she think about going out there and enjoying the scenery? After some time, Arn thought, why are all the trees here so low? She wanted to climb trees but found no place to rest. Prince spoke, look at this lady. The next moment he said, lady, don't she know who he is? After looking at Arn, Prince thought, wow, why did an angel like this suddenly appear here? Arn asked if he was all right. Prince replied, yes, he is all right. May I ask where an angel like you comes from? Arn thought he was a crazy person. Prince continued, you are very beautiful indeed. May I ask what your name is? Arn thought she didn't like to answer. It's so annoying. She should stay away from this person first. Prince thought because she wants to attract his attention, the crown prince, she pretends not to know. Then he said, she is the one who knows who he is better than anyone else. It's okay, lady. Suddenly, servants came to find him. Prince said, lady, as she can see, he is very busy. The next moment, he wondered where she was. On the other hand, Duke thought, even so, he probably does not want to meet today. Either way, the party in the royal palace is going to happen soon. How about he makes an appointment then? Butler came and told him, His Excellency, the crown prince, is looking for you. Duke replied, all right, while I am here already, I better meet him and then come back later. Butler asked, where is the duchess? Duke replied, she is taking a walk in the garden. Do he have something to say to her privately? Butler said, I don't know if you know it or not, but a lot of noble ladies have been kidnapped these days. Earl Thessalonica is sending someone to gather information but is having a hard time, so it looks like they need your help. Suddenly, Prince came and said, brother, Duke whispered, this should be left to him to speak to Thessalonica alone. Duke asked, Edward, long time no see, what happened to make you so happy? Prince replied, she have found my ideal type in her dreams. There is no other angel but her. He met her on the way to see you. For the first time in my life, I understood what love at first sight is. Duke asked, so who is the outstanding lady who made you fall in love at first sight? Prince replied, that is the problem. He was going to ask for her name, but he missed it. I only took my eyes off her for 1 second, and she disappeared like a mirage. Even so, she has a unique beauty, so he is sure Duke will find her soon. That dazzling platinum hair, along with red pupils that are not common among other ladies. Suddenly, Prince said, yes, she is the one. Arn thought, what the hell is this guy doing? Prince continued, the angel he met earlier was this woman. Why can she even be where he is, as expected of fate? Duke stated, although a bit late, allow me to introduce, this is my wife. Prince was shocked. Duke continued, right, proper greetings. This is Ternugan's new master, the Grand Duchess, also my sister-in-law. Prince thought, my angel is my brother's wife, what more to say? Then he said, hello, sister-in-law. In the next scene, Arn thought, even though they could not meet the emperor, after returning from the palace she was exhausted. As soon as she got back to the mansion, she lay down in the garden. She then saw all the maids were praising Craven. He said, I am the lady's personal knight. He hoped they all can help him later on. One maid was staring at him. Craven thought, this servant is the one who watched him when he disguised myself as a maid. He asked, is there anything on his face? The maid replied, have we met before? Craven replied, no way. It looks like she has taken a liking to him. That's a classic pickup line. He thought his disguise as a maid wouldn't be discovered. The maid said, "That's not it, she really thinks she has seen him before," Craven said. "When we arrived at the imperial palace, we came together, so she must have seen me there." Then he glanced at Arn. Her expression told him he was dead if discovered. A few days later, Duke asked, "The imperial party is in 10 days, are the preparations for the party going well?" Arn replied, "She guessed so, she just planned on wearing whatever she had." The nanny exclaimed, "Whatever, that can't happen. If that's how she taught her, then let me tell you how to behave." Arn thought her ears hurt. Duke stated, he is glad there finally seems to be something he can help her with. In the next scene, a lady introduced herself as Agatha. Arn thought this unknown woman felt like her mother. Agatha told her, she will teach her about proper northern etiquettes, try to follow closely. Then she taught Arn about the empire's history and etiquettes. Later that night, Arn thought, this is exhausting, who is knocking at the door? It must be Craven. She wondered why he wasn't saying anything. Suddenly, she blushed. Duke said, "It looks like you've had a tough time. You're quite delicate after all." Arn replied, "Yeah, it was a bit tiring." She thought it was so embarrassing. Duke stated, could she spare him a bit of her time? After that, Arn asked where they were going. Duke replied that they were there and she could open her eyes now. The next moment she thought, wow. Duke asked her if the view wasn't great. He told her that when he was younger, he would climb up there alone to view the scenery. Arn thought she didn't know he was a man who knew how to appreciate this sort of thing. He has a cute side to him as well. Then she said, "The shooting stars are falling beautifully." Duke replied, "Yes, they are." On the day of the imperial party, noble ladies were chatting about how all the renowned designers at the boutique were uncontactable. According to the rumors, they were busy finding a dress that fit the Archduchess. The next moment both of them arrived. Noble ladies said, "Look at her, she have never seen that black dress before." Arn thought she wanted to take this dress off. It was so uncomfortable. But everyone worked hard to make this dress, so she should endure it a little longer. Duke told her she could just relax, at least within these halls. There was no one she had to bow to. He held that much authority. He asked, "Marchioness Guiana is like his godmother. What did she teach her?" Arn thought she couldn't tell him she was told about their dysfunctional family. Then she replied, "She taught me the proper greetings and also told me about the imperial family." After that, Duke told her about the other nobles that were present in the hall. Arn asked, she just thought of something while listening to him, as the Archduchess, is there nobody she have to be on good terms with? Duke replied, "That's right, there is no one whom she want to be close to, and whom she would like to keep a distance from. It's all up to her," and thought he didn't know she was thinking about those kinds of things. How commendable. Arn thought others would be jealous if they heard this, but something about his thoughtfulness made her feel uncomfortable. Arn asked, "She don't see His Majesty today either." Duke thought he didn't know His Majesty would be this cheap, then said, "It looks like His Majesty is absent today." Arn asked, "Didn't we come here to greet him? Is it wrong to feel like he is avoiding us?" Suddenly a person shouted, "Come here for a second, Cassian, he have something urgent to say." Arn said, "She will be fine. She will see who she want to get close to and who she would like to keep at a distance." On the other hand, Butler told him the imperial party had already begun. The prince replied that he didn't care and thought her name was Arn, just as pretty as she is, his angel, if he could meet her just once more. Butler said, "The Duke and his sister-in-law attended too. Is he not going to at least give his regard?" Suddenly, the prince asked, "What did he say?" Next scene, the crown prince came and said, "It's been a while." Actually, he had something he wanted to say to her. Could he have a bit of her time? Arn replied, thinking it would be fine if it was only for a short while. After that, at the terrace, he stated, "What is love?" For him, he think love is what his heart is sincerely drawn towards. It does not matter to him that she is already married since he is also already engaged. "Lady, I love you." Arn thought. What? The prince continued. Ever since the moment he met her, His eyes have been only focused on her. Arn thought, what should she do? She can't even kill him because he is the crown prince. Then she said, look over there. The prince thought, what is there? Arn hit the back of his head, then thought, she held back from killing him, now he can sleep for a while. On the other hand, Duke thought, why is Arn going to the terrace with Edward? Suddenly, Arn came back. Duke asked, where did she go? Arn replied, she was on the terrace. Duke asked again, was she there by herself? Arn thought, do she have to tell him all of this? She don't know. Arn said, she think his cousin needs a lot of mental help. Actually, he just confessed his love to me a while ago. If someone like him becomes the emperor, won't the country be on the verge of crisis? Duke started laughing. The next day, Craven asked, the crown prince really said something that crazy, so, did she kill him? Arn replied, no, she just knocked him unconscious. Craven thought, so that's why there is rumor that crown prince is feeling unwell. Like this video. Hit the like button and subscribe for more videos.